can still answer. But after this year, I'm kind of.
Could we see you with Shakur before you go?
For what? Like, okay. Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He hasn't done nothing.
You don't think he's better than any of the guys you face?
Looking more better than him. Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this nigga.
So you would rather
keep screaming this nigga name? He haven't done nothing.
You'd rather fight Keyshawn?
Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who say that you might be afraid? So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, we're afraid of somebody. It gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only winning basketball and football.
The potential showdown between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Keyshawn Davis has quickly become one of the most talked about matchups in boxing. Now, Tank has finally addressed the situation, making it clear what Keyshawn would need to do to earn a shot at his title. Tank has reportedly laid out a specific path for Keyshawn to follow before the fight can become reality. So what exactly is Tank demanding, and how does Keyshawn feel about the challenge? Let's take a closer look.
You and Tank, if that were to happen, you sparred with him, correct?
Yeah.
So you and Tank, if that were to happen.
I feel like me and Tank fight how it go would be like electrifying. Like, me and him are both mean, aggressive, bully. We bullies in the ring, you know, like we bully the bullies.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm the type of fighter, I love to bully the bully. So if you got two fighters in there, mentalities is like that, then it's gonna play out to be a great fight. And I'm just up for the challenge for real. And it's a Davis on Davis, like it's gonna be a great promotion, you know. I feel like that fight could break numbers.
Let's take a step back and look at how this rivalry developed. The tension between Gervonta Davis and Keyshawn Davis didn't appear overnight. Their back and forth has been building for months, with both fighters gradually making their positions clear. Keyshawn started attracting serious attention in the lightweight division as his abilities and confidence continued to grow. From early on, he made it known that he wanted opportunities against the biggest names in the sport. Naturally, that brought him into the conversation surrounding Tank today as Keyshawn continued establishing himself and creating buzz around his name. His presence became harder to ignore. And with Tank firmly established among the division's top fighters, the growing attention around Keyshawn only added more fuel to the developing rivalry.
Tank said he's now the new face of boxing. What do you think?
For sure, he's the face of boxing. I don't have no problem saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he deserves everything that's coming to him. He's the face of boxing for sure.
And he's that guy. You talked about how good Shakur is. You think people sleep on Tank's skills? They just see him as a knockout artist?
Who sleep on Tank's skills? Nah, no, nobody sleep on Tank. Like,
well, I'm just going because so many people just think he's a knockout artist, but I think they underestimate his boxing IQ.
And back in 2021, in August, I sparred Tank, and he's skilled. Like, he's skillful. Like, he's like, you can watch me fight, you know I'm skilled. When I got in the ring with him, he's skillfully great. He's great. Like, Tank is all the way around a great fighter for sure. He's for sure like just like Shakur the man. Tank the man too. Tank the man to beat right now because he got the popularity and the skill. You know what I'm saying? Shakur the man right now, but he's just not as popular as Tank.
Gervonta Davis, known for his exceptional knockout power and dominance in the division, was never going to simply allow an emerging fighter to jump straight to the front of the line. There is a clear distinction between showing promise as a rising contender and earning the right to challenge an established champion. From Tank's perspective, Keyshawn still had to demonstrate that he could compete at the highest level and prove he had earned an opportunity to face him.
Bring that shit. Take him out, Rob. Take him out, Rob. Take him out, Rob. The Black Mamba. Woo! Catch him. Best defense in the minute. Shit. Best you know.
Then came Keyshawn's brutal knockout victory over Gustavo Lemos, a performance that immediately put the boxing world on notice. The stoppage itself was impressive, but the reaction afterward created even more attention. Instead of waiting for another opportunity, Keyshawn used the moment to directly call out Gervonta Davis while he was still inside the ring. That's right, he made it clear immediately who he wanted next.
Hey, a world title. But also, we gonna come back to Norfolk, man. So y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3. But a world title definitely gonna be next. 2025, we got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock, knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
That exchange changed the entire conversation. Suddenly, the possibility of a matchup between the two fighters felt much more serious, and the boxing community began taking notice. Fans, analysts, and other professionals started weighing in as the rivalry gained momentum. What once seemed like a fight that might happen someday was now becoming a realistic possibility, with both sides moving closer toward an actual showdown.
I feel like I beat Tank too, as well. Only time I see him come out fast, it's on the cruise. I know boxing, and also I know myself, so.
Keyshawn has made it clear that he believes he can defeat Tank as well. He points to what he has observed from Tank's early pace and says that, based on his understanding of boxing and his confidence in his own abilities, he believes he can handle the challenge. However, not everyone in the boxing world is convinced that Keyshawn is ready for that level of competition. While he has displayed impressive ability, confidence, and the desire to face elite opposition, the bigger question remains whether he has done enough to challenge Tank. That a number of boxing observers believe Keyshawn should first test himself against established contenders before receiving a title opportunity. In boxing, calling for a champion is only the beginning. A fighter still has to build a resume that justifies the matchup. Names such as Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson represent the kind of high-level opposition that could provide that test. Keyshawn has yet to face opponents of that caliber, which is why some believe proving himself against top contenders should come before stepping into the ring with Tank. Tank shares that same cautious approach. He recognizes that Keyshawn has considerable potential, but years of experience have taught him that talent alone does not guarantee championship success. What matters is how a fighter performs when facing proven opposition. From Tank's perspective, Keyshawn needs to take on someone at the level of Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson and come away with a victory before he can justify a matchup against him. Tank is not interested in responding to attention or verbal challenges alone. He wants to see whether Keyshawn can perform under the pressure that comes with facing elite competition. Tank has already experienced that level of competition throughout his career, and until Keyshawn proves he can defeat top contenders himself, Tank does not appear willing to share the ring with him.
I prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would not Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. He got the power, he got the skill and ability. He's patient. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And you know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? So go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
This is where the situation becomes even more complicated. Keyshawn is determined to show that he belongs on boxing's biggest stage, while Tank remains unwilling to give him an easy route to a title opportunity. For Tank, the risk is straightforward. He has an undefeated record and a championship at stake, so he has no intention of putting either on the line against an opponent who has yet to prove himself against the division's strongest fighters.
I know you can definitely come to fight. He likes to fight. I love that shit. I like to fight too. The tougher man gonna win.
You're a great fighter, IQ-wise, but don't go in fighting with me. Then you just come into my boxing. My boxing is fighting. So do that for me, perfect.
But I just feel like I can beat you at any game that you want to play.
Perfect. Then let's do it in the center of the ring.
I'm gonna do what I want to do. If I want to box you, I'm gonna do that. If I want to rough you up, I'm gonna do that. If I want to fight you, I'm gonna do that. You get it? You dig it, Yiggy?
Those white trucks are turning pink on Yiggins. Series of punches up top. Left upper. Oh! What a body shot!
The tougher man gonna win.
I'm gonna call him a killer. That's what he is, a killer in the ring. Time to close the show right here. And that's it.
You get it? You dig it, Yiggy?
For Keyshawn, this may be a difficult standard to meet, but it also gives him a clear path forward. If he can defeat an established contender, such as Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney, it would become much harder for Tank to question whether he belongs in that conversation. Until Keyshawn accomplishes something like that, however, he still has to earn Tank's respect by proving himself against elite opposition.
First thing that comes to your mind when I say the name Devin Haney.
I want to fight light skin. Like, I want to fight him in a way, and honestly, I really don't have, because people be mistaken like I have a problem with him. Like, I don't have no problems with nobody. Let's get that clear. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of just him in the sport and me being competitive and he at my weight class, you know what I'm saying? And we kind of already had a history of being around each other, not friends, but just being around each other. Light skin, I want to fight you. We don't got to fight for no belt. You can keep your belts. We can just fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really like one of the fighters, but like, I want people to know that about me. Like, I'm one of them fighters. We don't got to fight for no fucking belts. Like, we can just fight. Just fight. The fans want to see it. Let's just fight. It's a lot of us out here. I can go to Michelle Rivera. I can go to Frank Martin, Tank, Rolly, Isaac Cruz. It's a lot of us out here. Like, why can't we just fight?
Devin Haney brings an unbeaten record, sharp technical ability, and exceptional intelligence inside the ring. Defeating a fighter with that kind of resume would send a powerful message about Keyshawn's level.
That shit was fun, I ain't gonna lie, because I like a dude that ain't scared of me too, you know what I'm saying? Just niggas be scared, I ain't sugarcoat, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there, you feel me? That's why I love sparring Terrence Crawford, you feel me? Because he a nigga, you know, that nigga ain't Shakur, you know? They ain't scared of nothing. Because niggas be scared, I ain't sugarcoat, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there, you feel me? I love sparring Terrence Crawford, you feel me? Because he a nigga, you know, that nigga ain't Shakur, you know? They ain't scared of nothing, they ain't worried about nothing, and they can fight too. So when it came to Tank, you know, it was like that, you feel me? So, yeah.
Shakur Stevenson is known for his elite defensive skills and relentless activity throughout a fight. If Keyshawn managed to defeat him, it would significantly strengthen his case as one of the division's top fighters and put him firmly in the discussion alongside the elite.
Shit.
And realistically, defeating either one of those elite opponents would be a major breakthrough for Keyshawn. A victory would elevate his career, while also giving him the kind of credibility that cannot be ignored. For Tank, a result like that would make the challenge much harder to dismiss. Keyshawn would have backed up his ambition with a significant win, forcing Tank to take the matchup far more seriously. That is the difficult path Tank is demanding. Prove yourself against elite opposition first, then earn the opportunity to face him. Meanwhile, Tank already has his attention focused on Lamont Roach, giving him an opponent to deal with for the time being. That means Keyshawn cannot afford to simply wait for Tank to notice him, that if Keyshawn wants that matchup, he has to keep building his case and demonstrate that he can perform under the kind of pressure that comes with facing elite competition. The opportunity may be there, but he has to prove that he is ready for it.
Hands, before I go see Tank, I gotta get shots in my hands. I gotta make sure my hands is right, because I don't dumb him down with his punches. I let him do it, you know what I'm saying? And he gets you right, you right? Yeah. Nigga, work. I just feel sorry for the guy that really pushed the button. Martin pushed the button. Y'all see how it went?
The situation becomes even more urgent when you consider Tank's talk about retirement. Gervonta Davis has previously suggested that he could walk away from boxing in 2025, raising the possibility that a matchup with Keyshawn could come near the end of his career. After spending years competing at the highest level, Tank is now focused on how he will ultimately be remembered. If Keyshawn wants the opportunity to face him before that chapter closes, he has to establish himself quickly and show that he belongs among the fighters Tank should consider for his final stretch.
They retire.
What changed? What made this trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
Think you might regain the love for it though? You never know. Like, you know, like say you got to talk today.
Tank has been hinting at the possibility of retirement for some time, both during interviews and through his social media activity. After reaching the highest levels of the sport, he has indicated that he may be ready to move away from the demanding routine that comes with professional boxing. The idea is to spend more time with his family and enjoy life beyond the ring, rather than continuing with the physical and mental demands of a fighter's career. But if Tank does decide to leave the sport, he does not appear to want an ordinary farewell. His final appearance would need to carry real significance, giving him the kind of ending that could stand out as the closing chapter of his boxing career.
25 is after next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Tank has indicated that he wants his final appearance to carry real weight, rather than simply being another entry on his record. With Keyshawn Davis potentially involved, the matchup could provide the kind of high-profile conclusion that would become a defining moment of his career. But if Tank truly is approaching the end of his boxing journey, expect him to approach that final challenge with everything he has left. His goal is to leave the sport among its elite, and one more major performance could serve as the final statement he wants attached to his legacy.
So I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me, Wes, so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
The biggest question now is whether Keyshawn can make that next step and defeat one of the division's established stars. Can he answer the challenge by proving himself against elite competition, or will Tank's demands simply show him that there is still more work to be done? If Keyshawn manages to accomplish what Tank is asking, their eventual matchup could become one of the most significant fights in the lightweight division. A showdown between the two could have major consequences for the entire division. Now, what's your take on the situation? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more boxing content, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next upload.